So it's very serious in that sense, very, very deep in that sense. But at the same time, very subtle, very simple, very easy read. So you'll get through it very fast. I doubt if you'll be able to put this down. Very easy read. So I would recommend that you do try it. When you find it, get it. Even if you don't have any plans of reading it right away, just get it. Kasi nga, it's not easy to find this book. Hi everyone, this is Paul Loves to Read, and as you know, in this channel, it's all about spreading the love and joy for literature, and we hope our little channel helps you find the right book for you. So for today, I'm going to share with you a classic. It is called I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. It was first published in France, in Paris, back in, where is it? 1995. Yeah, 1995. And then I think, of course, there are several editions after that. I think it came into the English market in 1997, or probably the same year. I'm not too sure. But first published in 1995. And yeah, 90s books is considered a classic, contemporary classics na rin ngayon. This is a very interesting book. It's about a group of women. The story opens into a group of women who are caged, literally caged. And they don't know why. They don't know where they are. They are all women with varying ages. And there are just a bunch of men who watches them 24/7, 24 hours a day, gives them food, gives them whatever, very, very minimal provisions. And that's it. That's how and where the story opens. The author doesn't give you very much, actually. The author doesn't give you anything that would give anything away. So it is very, it's the book, the story, the way it unfolds, it's like discovering something, like a little piece of evidence will be given every now and then, and you would want to push forward. Okay, why is this happening? Who are these men? What is happening to our protagonists? And what's the reason behind all of it, right? So there's a mystery in that sense. There's a mystery involved. But then at some point in the book, the idea of aliens is also introduced, because the women don't know who abducted them, why are they here, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of that, it's brilliant in that sense. The way it's written is brilliant because it gives just enough information to make you curious, but it never really gives you the whole picture. But you still keep going. You still keep reading it because it has such a strong protagonist. Yun pa, yung isa. It is centered around this girl who is, for all we know, she didn't confirm it, the author. It is centered around this girl who is nameless and faceless girl who was maybe born in the cage. She doesn't have any idea of what Earth or what the world, what the society was like because she grew up in that cage. So her idea of normal is that cage. And as she grows up, as she grows older into a woman, she begins to question things and she becomes more curious and she begins to ask more and more questions. And essentially, her curiosity is the one that saves her at the end of it. Yeah. It's a heavy topic, yeah. It is about being imprisoned. It's about being imprisoned, and more than that, it's about being imprisoned and caged without knowing why, without understanding why. So I think that's worse. And at some point, they also don't have an idea of what time of day it is because they are just in an enclosed space and they're just dictated of, time to sleep, parang ganun na, but they're not exactly sure if is it really nighttime. So that kind of messes you up, right? That fucks up your thinking na, what is this really? And they try to engage with the guards, the few guards that are there, but they're not giving anything. They don't talk to them. They don't engage. So it's heavy in that sense, but also very curious.
Are the guards human?
We don't know. They seem human.
Did the book turn into a sci-fi?
We don't know exactly. I finished the book, by the way. Okay. I finished the book. And that's the thing. You will finish the book with not knowing these answers, for sure. Because she will never tell you. But then you will realize it doesn't really matter at the end of it all. So you don't know if they were abducted. Honestly, at the end of the book, I don't know if they are on Earth. They probably are, or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, so
Describe the value of this book. What does it tell you?
the value of the book, I love that question. The value of the book is being human. The value of the book is what it is to be human. That your curiosity, to be human is to be curious and to want to live outside a cage and to make sense of things. That's the value of the book, because the story centers around the protagonist. Nga, our nameless, faceless protagonist. I say nameless because she never introduced herself. I say faceless because in their world they didn't have mirrors. She couldn't describe her face. But she's a girl. She knows she's a girl. She's surrounded by girls. She has girl parts, so she knows she's a girl. That's the value of the book. It's really quite simple. The theme is simple, subtle, but very powerful, right? Because she's the one who keeps questioning things, and she's the one who wants to make sense of things. Everybody around her was already defeated in a sense that they've already accepted that this is our way of life. We've been abducted or whatever, and we've been put in a cage, so let's just make the most of it. But for her, it's not like that. For her, she keeps questioning it. Why do we need to be this way? Who are these guards? Why are they guarding us? And so on and so forth. At some point, they will free themselves. Not a spoiler. At some point, they will. But then, did they really? Because the world that they gotten out of is not the same world that they know. Kaya nga may angle ng aliens, maybe. So, yeah, so it's really, it's very easy read, by the way. It's just, how many pages lang to? 188 pages. You will finish this in one sitting, literally. It's a very good book. This is a surprising book. It really surprised me. I don't even remember why I decided to read it, to really look for this book. Not easy to find it, by the way. Not very many bookstores carry this one. So it's a really surprisingly good book. Nothing sensationalized. Just steady, human curiosity. Everything is very internal. That you would hear me say this in other reviews, but the way it feels, the way it's written, it's very internal. It's looking inward, understanding inside, understanding yourself before you move to others. Parang ganon. It's very character driven, not plot driven. It's very character driven. It's all about following what she will do next. And it's brilliant. Beautiful, actually. It's a serious book, okay? It's an easy read, it's a light read, but it's a serious book with a serious topic. So if you are probably looking for that type of feeling, right? If I would almost recommend it to people who, at one point probably in your lives, you feel a little lost, maybe. It helps somehow, this one. Why? Because it's about the tenacity to move forward, the curiosity, never losing that curiosity for life, and never losing that grit, diba, na yung wanting to live, parang ganon. So it's very serious in that sense, very very deep in that sense, but at the same time very subtle, very simple, very easy read, so you'll get through it very fast. I doubt if you'll be able to put this down. Very easy read. So I would recommend that you do try it. When you find it, get it. Even if you don't have any plans of reading it right away, just get it. Kasi nga, it's not easy to find this book. So, yeah, there you have it. I hope I convinced you somehow. A very different lineup or a very different genre from what we usually read. And I'm so happy I grabbed this vintage fiction classic. So, enjoy! Maganda talaga to. Oo, kasi she's never known it. Oo. We're assuming. Never prove it.